Goo. La, 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 la. Goo. La, 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 la. Zay. Ha 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 ha. She. I think that's all the One Piece laughs I know. What's going on, everyone? Kawaii 50 here. It is time for another support review. Who do we got rolling up in the chat? We've got Desu Vault, we've got Zero Life, we've got Ela, Master of Casual, Everost, T. Lee, Clover. How we doing? Mitsuru Miki has just dropped in as well. How we doing, everyone? I hope you're all having a dandy time. I was able to actually... Hang on, let me... who do we got rolling up? Double speak. There, we're done. We're good. I was able to actually pull myself away from Penacony, and I am adoring it, by the way. I'm adoring Penacony. But you all love to see this. This right here. Not just Bazett, but the support review. Oh my goodness. It is time. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see those characters. You can stare at 1.8 million bodyguard points. And yeah, just like Eric said, just start posting your numbers over there in the chat. Ding dang diddly dong doodle. Put them up there. He will put them over. Super chats, as always, have to get priority because we have to give some sort of incentive for the super chats. I just can't be like DSP and throw on a hat only if you give me $50. I can't do anything dumb like that. I've got to add some actual legitimate value to the streams. So here we are. Aw, dang. That is a good one to start with. Zero Life with the super chat. Good to be back here. There's the friend code. If you can do my normal 3, I would appreciate it. Yo, can we like super chats? Yes, I added super chat interactions. It can be done. It can be done. Honkai Star Rail's killing it right now. Hell yeah, it is. Congrats on getting her. I didn't just get her. I pulled NP2. So... that's a thing. But let's not hesitate. Let's get started with Desu Vault. We've already got 20 people in there. I think this is a decent enough number to go ahead and start with. Gang, please go ahead and let me know if the FGO music is too loud. I can always go ahead and change it. I have control. Alright, so let's take a Gandarino. We're looking at 164. 900, 991, and normal 3 is what we're taking a gander at. Alright, so here we go. If you want to be friends, if you like what you see on this friends list, Rolf is who you're looking for. 164, 900, 991. This is just another great thing about this is we get other people's friend codes out there and we can all make friends. Is Clara getting an Ilya costume? When's the Nasu interview? Okay, so if you were unaware, as we open this up, Zero is the son of a shepherd. As we open this up, Nasu is going to be meeting with Star Rail people. We don't know why. We don't know what the situation is. But if I could just summon the 5-star quantum preservation character, Mash Kyrie Light, I would wail for that. I would absolutely wail for that in Star Rail. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's actually look at a character. Jelly. Immediately Jelly. So, a Taira no Kagekiyo. This is absolutely going to be sweeping them singles. How we doing, Shuryo? Koyan of Dark took your luck, Everost. So, I mean, we can't win every single banner. I was on a massive drought until I got Bazett. Didn't even get Taigong Wang. Alright, and as always, last disclaimer, I promise, last disclaimer, we're going to be glossing over your supports. We're talking like your Artorias, your Koyan Skies of Darkness, etc. We're going to be glossing over those because I want to fit as many people in there as possible. And if we look at every single exactly the same Artoria caster, exactly the same Koyan Sky of Darkness, we're not going to get as many people in. Okay, that's it. I'm done with the disclaimers. Taira already equipped with Traces of Christmas's Past, an absolutely incredible, free, quick type craft essence. I would say, if you don't have anything else max limit broken, this is probably the best quick card craft essence you can give to the vast majority of the cast. It's really, really good. This Taira is sitting at 10, 10, 10 on absolutely everything. We got load magical energy completely maxed out. Nice, nice, nice. I hope you're going for that extra attack boost next, because definitely need it. Better have those burn code, CE and burn command codes. Sorry, my burn codes are on Yang. That's fine. That's fine. You only have enough for one. You only have enough for one. This is an NP2 Tyra, and let's see what she is rocking. Murder the Rulers. Good. Critical strength and attack buff removal. Great for soloing. 10% critical card strength, awesome. 20% critical card strength on the quick, and another 15% critical strength on the quick. Honestly, yeah, this is really, really good. This is super duper solid for a Tyra no Kagekiyo. I will say Mitsuru is crushing it with those suggestions, as Mitsuru always does. You do only need one burn on Tyra to enable Honey Lake. You can throw that on like an arts card or something like that, and it should be totally super duper fine. As long as one status effect gets on your opponent, you can actually fully exploit Honey Lake. But overall, this is a very solid Tyra. Very solid Tyra indeed. Good stuff, good stuff. And let's look at that in-game sprite, since I never get to look at it. I think my favorite thing about Tyra's sprite here is her putting out her hands over each individual katana, like just like hands there at the ready, almost like she is going to draw a gun or something like that. Good stuff, good stuff. Franchan! Nice! I actually have a Franchan myself. Let's see. White Garden. Haven't seen this in quite a bit. But this definitely works on quick / buster heavy servants, like Bazett, honestly. Quick card effectiveness, bust card effectiveness, NP strength, and starting NP gauge. She is 999 because lures are expensive. I'm exactly the same way. Yeah, that 5 cooldown is probably nice, but I get it. I totally, totally understand. Anti-Berserker attack up, super good. I forget that Fran has this. Skewered Plasma Blade number 3, and these are some solid budget codes. Give me all the star generation, and let me go ahead and cleanse that debuff I am going to inflict myself with. Good Franchan, very good Franchan. Let's see what we got going on here. Queen Zenobia. Demonic Sun Princess, great on her. NP strength definitely works. Arts card critical strength is awesome on an archer class, being able to eat all of those critical stars. And of course, a starting 50% NP gauge. I hope YouTube does not demonetize me for showing both Franchan and Zenobia in quick succession. We'll probably be fine, right? I feel like we'll be fine. Complete 10-10-10 on everything. NP 4 on the Zenobia. Holy crap. You must have really, really wanted to go for her. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's see what we're cooking with. There it is. Star Severing Evil Sword. Definitely great to put on your primary archer that you use. Mine is on Asagami Fujino. I put this and the other sword on there. Very, very strong. Very good. And I also put this on here, Anti-Saber Weapon. This is actually an excellent spread for these characters in general. Yeah, we got the critical strength boost. We got the special attack on here. I like how you're thinking about the special attack when fighting threats to humanity. You want that to be on her primary damage card. We've got Code Glitter for an extra 20% drop rate. And this seems like it's mainly for fighting bosses, 1 extra star and decreasing the critical rate. Mysterious Mass works here. You could also totally throw another Code Glitter on there and be absolutely fine. I've actually just gone through and did a little housekeeping myself through Code Glitter on basically every single not super essential quick card I could. I finally put Code Glitter on my Skahawk Scotties, which I should have done forever ago. Great to see that that is actually happening in the community. Enkidu with Fondant au Chocolat, still the best Divine Slaying CE. Oh goodness. 666. Low magical energy is at 10. Ooh, Enkidu is one of those characters where you can max every single append skill on them. It is everything is good. It's so rare to see it, but everything is good. Enuma Elish is 2, so we can definitely unlock another append here. I'm excited to see which one you'd pick. It's honestly a toss-up. It can be an either or. And let's see what we got going here. Pure Divine Slaying. Yep, we've got both God-binding chains on this Enkidu. Mysterious Mask from Zenobia is a really, really good command code. It is. I like that reduction a lot. It really goes ham in boss fights. Great Fool of Awari for critical strength against divine enemies. Chain of the Heavens for extra damage. Code Nimbus for a little extra divine damage here. And the other God-binding chain as well. Beyond jealous right now. I'm not gonna lie. I am absolutely beyond jealous. God, I love Taigong Wang. Look at that third ascension. It just goes so hard, the way the cape's flowing and all that. Absolutely the best part of Tunguska Sanctuary. This is where the good... we gave Taigong the super good traces, and we gave the other servant we have traces at home. Oh my gosh. Complete 10-10-10 on Taigong Wang. Thought keys especially completely maxed out. That's really good to see. This is an NP2 Taigong on top of that as well. I imagine you just haven't gotten around to codes, but just for those that, you know, might be wondering, hey, what could I put on my Taigong Wang if I was using him? Definitely some sort of critical damage or critical star gather on those quick cards is absolutely ideal, since that's his main source of damage. You can go ahead and put a critical damage on his buster card too, but not star gather. Not star gather specifically. Eke out a little bit of damage. And then for the arts cards, you can do just general cleanses, buff cleanses from enemies, buff cleanses from your... buff cleanses from enemies, debuff cleanses from yourself. My gosh, it took forever to say. You can do that for Taigong, and he will be, he'll be golden. He'll be absolutely golden. What a great character. I love this guy. Taigong deserves a costume. I absolutely agree. Taigong is one of those servants that definitely deserves a costume. And we got Enki doing 6 tickets on Older Banner, but another spook would be great. Absolutely, that overcharge effect is really, really good. Enkidu loves me recently, got my very first USO because of it. Can't believe Enkidu has Anti-Berserker. Yeah. Enkidu also deserves a costume. Yes, totally. Totally. Enkidu also deserves a costume. Riders are usually heavy enough. They are, but we do want those stars to make sure we go to, the actual stars. Yes, there is no need to use Star Drop CEs on Taigong Wang, because you will absolutely be dropping the correct amount of stars. So you can go ahead and either do Star Gather to make sure stuff flows back into his quick cards very quickly. No pun intended. So you can go ahead and generate even more. And then on top of that, you could also just go with critical damage and be like, I'm making enough stars. Stars will go to my quick cards. It's no big deal. Ooh, a Miss Crane. Never see a Miss Crane. Scenic Beauty. Ah, for that pull-in damage. For that damage. Eric is going to investigate. He is on the case. He has grabbed all of his pals from Pal World to go ahead and dig through the code and see what's up. The beatings will increase if morale does not improve for multiple penguins. Ooh, 10-10-10 on all of these skills. I like using the instant star CE for Miss Crane. That is great. She is not going to exist on the field for very long, so just make a bunch of stars and then throw her immediately into the back row to get some benefit from that. Just NP1. Nice, nice, nice. And yeah, this is actually, if I had to say, this is the absolute objectively correct command card setup for Miss Crane. Give her nothing. Give her absolutely nothing. It is unnecessary. You don't want to use her cards. She is just a buff machine. Ooh, Goldeye Blue with the super chat. Thank you so much. My list has been hit. If you want to hit my 120 Abby and Melusine, Okuni and Bazett on one, and just peek at my event one at a glance real quick. I will go ahead and heart that, and we will add that to the list. And can I heart zeros? Why didn't I heart zeros? There we go. You all deserve a heart. That's the truth. Alright, that sure is a Koyan Sky. The only reason we looked at Miss Crane is because Miss Crane's not what we see all the time. Next we got Morgan Le Fay. Level 90. Aerial Drive. Nice, nice, nice. Great for that farming. 10, 10, 10 on your Morgan Le Fay. Roadless Camelot NP2. Ooh, quite a lot of good things you can do here. I imagine you're not having trouble with the load magical energy charges. So in your unique situation, if you're looking to open up a pens, I would say pick the extra attack boost specifically. Because you're probably brave chaining with your Morgan Le Fay when you're fighting bosses. And yet no command codes on Morgan at this time. GLJ, what's up? How you doing? I'm glad that your business trip went safe. I'm glad that you had a great trip. Also, why isn't GLJ a mod? What are we doing here? It's been addressed. As the Discord mods show up in the streams, we've got to make sure we make them standard moderators. Gotta happen. I keep missing it. If I see anyone else in the chat, I will go ahead and make sure to add them as moderators. And, ooh, Jacques de Molay. I'm sure if Desu Vault's in the chat, big fan. Princess's Pilgrimage. Yep, for that quick card effectiveness and critical strength. That works very, very well. We've got a 10-10-10 chilling here. NP2 on her as well. Nice. And let's see. Curse. Nani the heck? And yo, Twisted Sword. Thank you for the $5. Recently maxed out my Karen minus faux pas, so now's the time to show her off alongside my work in progress Bazett. Heck yeah. Holy moly. Order command code Rex for Hephaestion. So for Hephaestion, I did make those Rex in my Hephaestion breakdown video. Little plug, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But chat, if you have your own recommendations for Hephaestion, drop them in the chat for T. Lee. Overall, this is a pretty dang cool list. I like your investiture into Zenobia. I'm jelly of that Taigong Wang, and we do not see servants like Miss Crane that much, or really Summer Fran that much at all. Just because she's older, even though she hasn't necessarily been power crept, in my opinion. We just don't see her that much anymore because she's been in the game for a very, very long time. So people don't want to showcase her. But overall, this is a very, very good list. Solid Enkidu Divine Slayer. Tyra is ready to solo. This is great stuff that I like to see. So if you want to be friends, 164-900-991. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And it seems like Eric went up and Twisting Tortoise is up next. So Twisting Tortoise, if you would just say something in the chat, just so we can make sure that you're here. And then as long as we get a response from you, we'll go ahead and look at your list. We also try to make it a habit here at the support review where if people are not here, are not present in the chat, are not actively watching the stream to see what's going to happen, unless it's like a very special case, we don't tend to go over their stuff. We tend to skip them and instead give the slot to somebody who is actually still chilling in the chat. So if it's your first time here, that's kind of, how we operate. So I will wait for Twisting Tortoise to go ahead and reply in the chat. And then if I see something, we'll be all good to go. In the meantime, let's go ahead and draw a magic card. And that magic card is going to be Skyline Despot. When he enters the battlefield, I become the monarch. And at the beginning of my upkeep, if I'm the monarch, I create a 5/5 dragon creature token with flying. He's currently in my Tetsuo Umezawa sleeves. I need to build a Tetsuo Umezawa commander deck. And Twisting Tortoise has responded, so we are good to go. 974-709-287. 974-709-287 if you want to be friends with Twisting Tortoise, listed as a Mofu CEO here on this list. And we are going to be checking out their normal 2. Skyline sounds like Scotty, obviously a good omen for you destroying them. Nice. Destroy that CERN. Cracked a box of Markov Mystery, got 3 copies of the Rage Mole. Oh gosh, that is the money card. I've got, from the Murders at Karlov Manor deck thing, I've got the black and blue Commander deck coming in, as well as a bundle myself. I didn't want to go to the pre-release, and luckily I didn't, because... Little sideline, there was a mechanic there where, like, you play your cards upside down, and then you get to, like, flip them over, and then when you flip them over, something happens. But from what I heard, since nobody knew what any of their cards did, the entire pre-release was just like people not knowing what another person's card did, as well as people not knowing what card they just put down, what that did either. So a lot of games just timed out and it seemed like it wasn't fun. I'm glad I didn't go. But anyways, let's go ahead and look. Oh man, it's a Merlin. We'll take a gander really quick. Oh wait, right. Normal 2. Normal 2. Normal 2. Normal 2. Okay, normal 2. Ooh! Speaking of 120, Zero, and thank you again for that other super chat. Let us know who you're thinking of 120 in, by the way. We've got a Comma Avenger here. Completely 2K FO'd. Completely Golden Sumo'd. 10-10-10'd. Low magical energy at 10. Nice. No way, man. No freaking way here, dude. That is crazy. This is honestly where we're at right now. Goodness. Let's go ahead and look at some codes. There's our Vajra. Yep, we absolutely want that there. Solid defense ignore. The obligatory Comma Chameleon. Coffin of the Fall working great. Every time I see a 120, I just get the tiniest bit more motivation to 120 my Nero MLA. My bar guest, by the way, gang, 103. Level 103 right now. So we're making progress. We're cooking. She is almost 2K FO'd. And she has 500s on all of her Beast Paws except for the quick one. The quick one is the last one I need to do. But we're making progress there. Mini Border works great on that quick card, as does Nobu Sengumi. It's always the Nugget or the Demon King. There is no in between. And yeah, more crit stars from Nautilus. Ooh. This is dope. This is dope, dope, dope. Man, that is a solid Comma. And I like that you've got her set up in the all slot, and especially with Golden Sumo equipped, because this is just like, here, people that we are going to go ahead and hand out this support to. Just win a wave for free. It's going to be great. A Summer Comma Whale, yeah. Ooh, Saber Ibuki or Summer Musashi. Thank you again for the super chat, Zero. You didn't have to super chat again to respond, but I really do appreciate that. Those are great picks. I love Comma 120, but I have to disagree with the crit CC. She has poor star gen and no star weight. That is true. Avengers don't really have any sort of star weight. But you can always go ahead and give her like something like a just general star gen for that quick card, or any sort of why am I blanking here? Utility, like a debuff cleanse or something like that. That always works out. See, ooh. Moving on to Ibuki Doji after the freaking 120 Comma. Lazy Shin in the chat asking for help with level 120 Jingke. I definitely think when it comes to the quick cards, something like, I would say Star Gen or critical damage on those quick cards would be absolutely incredible. And then you could just go with some utility on some of Jinka's other cards. She's going to be generating a lot of stars, so you might even be able to go crit damage on that Buster card, and it would be very helpful. See, the Ibuki's got the Aerial Drive, Strength of Mountains and River. Ooh, everything's at 10. All right, all right. Low magical energy is capped at 10. Phone losing it over Ibuki as usual. NP2 on this Ibuki to boot. And yes, ooh, yes. Casual fit Ibuki Doji is the best Ibuki Doji. Excellent taste. Excellent taste on this Ibuki. Great stuff. Let's see what we got going on here. Oda Nobukatsu with the man's weird... Y'all ever notice that these are just like weird Gurren Lagann glasses that Nobukatsu has? Just like pointing up top. Those are just straight up Gurren Lagann glasses. I don't care what anyone says. The man is ready to sacrifice himself for his ideals with his manly spirit, and I am all here for it. K-Scope, of course. 999. 110-1, that is quite a bit of Nobukatsu dedication. And I was about to say, if I don't see an NP5 on this Nobukatsu, then it's... Why are we showcasing the Nobukatsu? Great stuff, and yet he is first ascension. My job is to scream on Awe and die. And my gosh, does he do that good. Someday, gang, we will see a Grailed Nobukatsu on here. It will make no sense, but we will see it. Oh, Solo. Yeah, these utility friend supports, I was just about to say that. These are very, very hard to find. You thought his eyes were on fire? No. Go ahead and look closer. These look just like Gurren Lagann glasses. These look straight up like Gurren Lagann glasses. I swear. The man is channeling Kamina, but instead of the glasses being angled, each side is pointing directly up. If you angled those would be Kamina glasses on Nobukatsu. Calling that right now. But yeah, these utility supports are very hard to find. Gang, if you're looking for some sweet friend points, you know you've got people that like to solo on your friends list, this is a great example of what to set up. I'm very, very happy that someone has these set up so we can go ahead and show them off. So you want to get yourself an extra level 1 Leonidas and go ahead and give him the Merciless one. So that will just charge all enemies, all allies NP by 20% when he's defeated. And it comes with a taunt immediately, so you get like an extra turn to go ahead and apply this buff whenever possible. And remember, pen skills are shared between everyone as when they're unlocked. So he will get, low magical energy, yada, yada, yada. And then when it comes to George, this is actually another super good thing. George's Bond CE is awesome. 1 instance of invincibility, reduce all damage received by 1,000 for 3 turns by all allies except himself. Only if he is equipped with this craft essence when he is defeated. The man leaves behind pictures of cats that let you take 1,000 less damage for 3 turns. It is an absolutely phenomenal Bond CE, and you always kind of have to wonder, were they planning the solo meta? Probably not, but it ends up working out fantastically. Yeah, all you need is Guardian Knight. You don't need anything else. Great example. Thank you so much for having this for us to show people. Is my camera working? There we go, fine. Next up, ooh, both of them. We got both of them, chat. There's no freaking way. Awesome. Holy Night Supper is completely maxed out. 10-10-10 on this comma. I think I know exactly what we're going to see in these command codes. Ooh, 9-10-9 on the append skills. NP5 on this comma, too. This is maximum comma dedication, I gotta say. Yep, there it is. Spear of Love, Action, and Wisdom. I would feel like perhaps you should throw this on her quick card. This might be a little better over there. But, I mean, I can see what you're doing here. 20% critical strength increase on one quick card and another 20% on the other one. So really focusing on getting those crits and just squeezing extra damage on the Buster card. Yeah, that definitely is reasonable. Brush of a Mad Painter for additional critical strength, because you know that you are getting that. And then Da Vinci for the NP strengthening. Buddy Rank E, what's going on? So this is for the current Valentine's Day event. If you continue to bring the same servants, in your Valentine's Day event farming, they will gain buddy ranks, and their buddy rank will overall increase their overall damage. It's just for this event, but every single servant has a buddy rank. Nice, I just need one more copy of Kama. Yeah, nice, Twisted. I hope you end up getting one this year. You're leaving that there for Mighty Chains. Ah, I see. Mighty Chains, indeed a good pick. That is some forward thinking for when Mighty Chains do end up hitting the game. Maybe we'll get them early, but Mighty Chains will end up being a very interesting gameplay event for servants. It's just basically a massive buff to extra attack. Quick is the best way to go, to be honest. Brave Chain Quick plus her anti-love CE adds more damage, which in turn gives more damage in favor of your extra card. Nice, nice. She's not your pal, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. The servant I will never summon. Let's go ahead and see what we got going here. Okay, Mighty Chains makes sense. All I had to do was say Mighty Chains, and Mitsuru was like, I understand the thought process. Immediate math happened in that head. It was a Jimmy Neutron Brain Blast. But it's E, all that love for 120, but no unleashing her on the event for Valentine's. So the buddy ranks are what you personally have. So it's not like if somebody ends up going and getting their buddy rank to EX, you're going to get it when you pull that servant in for support. The buddy ranks are specific to your account. You're not pulling another person's data. So the buddy rank E is because I have not been using Kama in this event. If we end up seeing someone's Bazett, for example, the buddy rank is going to be EX because my buddy rank for Bazett for this event is EX, just to provide an example. Or 10-10-10 on all of this stuff. I don't have a Raikou, so buddy rank E. 4-8 nothing. NP2? How come the game lets you have 2 Raikous and I don't get 1? Solid, solid. And there's the Van Gogh, and this is a Bond 10 Van Gogh. Yep, this is a Bond 10 Van Gogh. One of the better Bond CEs in the game. Yeah, buddy ranks also help for bond farming. Yep. This applies a state where you gain 8 critical stars each turn for yourself, and this increases the critical strength by 15% for all allies, only when Van Gogh is on the field. 10-10-10, of course, on this Van Gogh. She's bond 10, she better be 10-10-10. Low magical energy is maxed. NP1, which is fine. And are we looking at curses? There's a curse. There's a defense debuff removal. That's a good play. Move critical rate up and recover 100 HP. That is definitely going to help. Sword of Beginning and End for an extra 1,000 damage. This is actually a good idea, putting that on a card that doesn't necessarily do that much damage. Because honestly, you know, the flat damage works, the less damage that you end up doing. And Lucky Beast for an extra bit of recovery. A good idea to offset that curse damage that Van Gogh is going to be taking from eating all of those curses. And of course, First Ascension with the ridiculous shoes that I don't think any human being would reasonably be able to walk in. But if anyone's seen a Van Gogh cosplayer that can actually walk in those shoes, please let me know. I don't think it's possible, but I'd love to be proven wrong. Overall, this is a pretty dang great list. The love for Kama is absolutely evident. I love that we got an example to show off the level 1 supporters that people end up using a lot if they want to do any sort of solo run. Seriously, it is a great idea to have those servants, that Leonidas and that Georgios respectively, on your list, because you'll end up seeing a solid pool of friends points if anyone is going to solo. And I'm going to be straight up, Challenge Quest is coming up soon on Valentine's Day, so if you're looking to get some extra friend points, now might be the time to pull it. Maybe you can finally get that NP5 Habitrot. 974-709-287 if you want to use these servants for your soloing. Mofu CEO, thank you so much, Twisting Tortoise, for the submission. Great stuff, great stuff. Alright, Eric, hit me. Hit me. I'm going to wait for Eric to pop in. We're going to grab another magic card, and it is We're gonna open the magic box. It is... I got magic cards floating around, so we're just gonna show it. It is Walking Bulwark. He is a robot with a shield. That's all you need to know. He's not very good. Unless you're playing a wall deck. Which I have a wall deck, but I already put one in there. Multiple copies are worthless to me. Alright, so next up we got Goldeye Blue. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. 1736 Hundo. $262. Another comment from Goldeye. Utena in gushing over magical girls is 100% a Van Gogh face. I will never be able to get that image out of my mind anymore. Thank you for that, Goldeye Blue. And if you don't know what Gushing Magical Girls is, it is an HE series, and I'm going to leave it at that. And I think we're just looking at the standard here. I'm pretty sure we're just looking at the standard. Event 1. Okay, we're looking at Event 1. Thank you, Eric, for marking that. I would never have remembered. We've talked over way too much stuff. So we're looking at the Event 1 for Goldeye Blue. Normal 1. Normal 2. Ignore everything you're seeing. Only consider Event 1. Oh my gosh. This was intentional, and we all know it. This was intentionally set up days ago. Just for all of you. Anyways. Level 120 Swimsuit Abigail. With cigar and wine. He gave all of them cigar and wine. He gave all of them cigar and wine. This is utterly ridiculous. I almost missed Sumrex Arthur's super chat. Sumrex Arthur, thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry it had to show up during this image. Please accept my heart. Thank you so much. Goodness me. Okay, 10, 10, 10 on this Abby. 9, 10, 9 on all of the stuff. Dozen, welcome. NP5 on this Summer Abigail. Holy crap. And we're working on Beast Paws too. Critical Strength boost on Abby. I am going to get demonetized. Burn on the Abby. Remove NP Strength, decrease defense against arts attacks on the Abby. Abby on the Abby. Oh god, I shouldn't have said that. Lamp of Jinn on the Abby. Nice, cool. Moving further down the Lollies with Cigars list. Elizabeth Brave, level 100. Again, cigar and wine has been equipped. 10, 10, 10. This is his gushing over magical girls. Abby's EX Plus. No, I have not. I don't own Summer Abbey. So maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe it is what they have. Maybe it is what they have. Because I don't even own Summer Abbey. So yeah, it is probably their specific character list. So this person has been using Summer Abbey to farm in the event. I'm sorry, I gave out false information. That was not my intention. I just assumed that was the case, and I was just being a big dumb. We got 10, 10, 9 on this Liz Brave. Buddy rank E. 8 and 10. NP5, of course. Oh, this is all burns. Oh, this is the Honey Lake user. The Abby is set for Honey Lake memes. It seems like the Liz is set for Honey Lake memes, too. Goodness, yeah, there's First Servant. And there's Lucky Beast. Alright. Next up, Chloe. You see the name of the craft essence, right? Hold on. It's the name of the craft essence. So the craft essences, our room is ready. Let's move on. 10-10-10 on the Abbey. Buddy rank EX. Low magical energy 10. NP5. And there's the buddy ring. There's the buddy ring. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Farming time. Damn. Damn. Valentine Witches, super good on Melu. Super good on Melu. Good stuff. Good stuff. Reminding everyone that cooler loads magic energy. I did not need that reminder. I did not need that reminder. 10-10-10 Melusine. Cheers, can't wait for my NA Summer 120, Chloe. 10-10 on the Melusine. NP5 to just delete. And yep, there's the arts card stuff. Wow. Make myself burp. Make myself burp from the bit. Why did I have to do the bit? Why did I have to do the bit? Okay, Surma Yi. This I can get down with. This I can get down with. Cigar and wine, fine. Good, great. 10-10-10, I'm jelly. Holy shit, how much money have you spent? No one is escaping the allegations. Overall, maybe this was good for the chat. I don't know, man. I don't know. Unspoken information, NP3. Nice. Good support, good support. Why is she here? I don't know, man. 3 Valentine's Ferguses. There's a lot. There's a lot of these. Ilya. So, moving on. 10-10-10 on that Ilya. Low magical energy 10. NP5 with the costume. Overall, this is a good setup for Ilya. This is a good setup for Ilya. Oh no, chat posted. Chat posted her age. Oh my goodness. Stop it, get help from J.D. Jenner. Oh my gosh. Guy's been collecting Valentine CEs for years just for the memes. For this exact moment, these CEs have been collected. Jack. With the cursed skin. Man is playing Blue Archive, not FGO. Oh my gosh. I don't know if any of y'all saw it, but people tried to like drag Maxor online for like starting Blue Archive, and he's like, I just heard it was a fun game. Can you all stop calling me the P word? I don't even know what's going on. It was a ridiculous Twitter moment. Debuff removal cards on Ilya for when the immune mister runs out. That's a great call, Goldeye. That's an actually really good call. Cigar and wine for Jack the Ripper, of course. 10, 10, 10. 8 and 10. NP4. Look at all those stars. Look at all that star gen and that crit damage. Wait, is GLJ a mod? What is this? GLJ is a mod, because GLJ is a mod on the Discord server, so GLJ gets to be a mod here, GLJ. Overall, a good Jack, cursed skin notwithstanding. Mechanically, a good Jack the Ripper. Paul Bunyan. Our room is ready. Our room is ready on Paul freaking Bunyan. 999. Low magic energy 10. The most marvelous of exploits. Chainsaw. And finally, Summer Kama in the Cursed Ascension. Melty Love. I can't even focus on the commands code analysis. I can't either. I don't think we're supposed to for this one. I don't think it's gonna happen. Ignoring the meme, wow, that is a nice Bunyan, level 90 Grailed. Great for farming, straight up. Like, actually, when it comes to farming, mechanically, very, very good. There's other things I don't even know, man. There's events occurring on this screen. 9106. Nice, nice, nice. NP5 on that. My comment's got nothing interesting on. Can we look at my Bazett instead? Yes! We can absolutely look at Bazett. Okay, Bazett. Okay, Bazett. Good, good. Okay, we're on Bazett. We're on Bazett. I will drink to that. 10, 10, 10 on all of those skills. I am missing caster gems. Sadness. So I've still got her at 111. I wish I didn't. Extra attack boost 10. Incredible decision. Absolutely incredible decision. NP2. Welcome to NP2 Club. Glad to have you here. And let's look at these codes on Bazett. Jaguar Warrior. Good. Good pick. Good pick. Yes! Not only is it super duper thematic, but that is a great code right there. That final art looks really good. I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I've seen that final art before online, but seeing when it happened in game, I'm like, dang, this is actually really, really good. And it fits in super well with her character arc and everything. I'm thinking about knocking her down to First Ascension just because of the FA. Just because of the FA. It's a really good FA. I've got her in second right now. Disillusion Blossom, Recover HP. Recover HP stuff is great on Bazett. It's really, really solid. Definitely helps with her getting attacked a lot. And then we've got, what, Love Hunter for the sure hit. And we've got Crimson Hearted Liege for the critical damage on top of that. Overall, solid stuff. Solid stuff. Yeah, I quite like this Bazett. This is a great Bazett. The second Ascension is really good for Bazett. I would say for Bazett, if I had to pick, third Ascension is the worst, but that's not Bazett anymore. That's Manon and Machlir. So I can't even say that's a Bazett Ascension. You know what I mean? Like that's technically an entirely different character. It's really funny because Bazett only gets... Sorry, Manonin only gets like one Ascension to be Manonin out of the entire servant. Other than that, it was Bazett. And they know what they're doing with that. Overall, great pick. Great pick. I'll show this just one more time for the sake of the chat. God damn. What have we done here? What have we done? I don't know if we'll ever recover from this. But we experienced this, and we experienced it together. If you want this support list, for whatever reason, I ain't judging. 173, 600, 262. And just for the visceral reaction that I experienced. Maximum number of friends. We tried. Goodness gracious. Eric, what's the next one? What's the next one? Please. If Hitoshe Hirose is here, become real. I will dig for a magic card. We're gonna go back here. Ugh. I'm gonna dig for a magic card while we wait. Then we will show chat a magic card. Aha. This is from the Lord of the Rings set. I present to you Gorbag of Minas Morgul. We are showing Gorbag of Minas Morgul. Whenever a goblin or orc you control deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. When you do, you either get to draw a card or make a treasure. This is in my Sauron the Dark Lord deck. I now have 2 Lord of the Rings decks ever since that set came out. It is one of my favorite Magic sets of all time. But yes, that is Gorbag of Minas Morgul. Let's move on. Alright, so 008, 243, 462. 008, 243, 462. Hitoshe Hirose, semi-casual player, also known as Gudako Prime. And I assume we are just looking at the first one. Alright. I can already tell who the favorite character is here. Mordred on the road to 120. 2k of those foes. Summer anniversary for the overall Buster card boost. Chat losing it over... Desu losing it over Mole. Another Mole sighting. 10, 10, 10 on all of those skills. And look, even the quest was done. That's good to see. Extra attack boost, low magic energy, anti-saber, 10, 10, 10. Yes, I also don't have a Mordred, so this just has to be the player on the list. This is a really nice Mordred. I always mention this when I see this skin, but Discord would not let me post this art for whatever reason. I don't know why. They took it down immediately when anyone on my Discord server tried to post it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ooh, full beast paws. Wow. Yeah, the buddy rings on the arts card. This is a fully game maxed Morgan. Maximum stars, maximum NP gain, maximum critical damage and critical star pull. Yeah, this Mordred is designed to clean house. Technically, she's younger than Gareth, by the way. I reject the canon. I reject the canon. For that, there's no way. Oh, right, homunculus, technically. Yeah. Whatever. You got me. Next up, we got Benny Enma with Royal Icing equipped. I like how it goes full in Benny Emma the Tongue Cut Sparrow. That's actually a pretty sick title, if I do say so myself. She's 699 on all of her skills. I am not attempting to close the application. NP2 on this Benny Enma. And no command codes. Got it. Got it. So an NP2 Benny Enma has emerged. Let's move on to the next one. OG Oda Nobunaga. The true OG. I'll drink to you, Oda Nobunaga. We got aerial drive sitting at 54. Nice, nice, nice. 10, 10, 10 on all of those skills. NP5 as well. All right. Washija. Where's that? I'm surprised I haven't seen like any sort of mod for like the Nobunaga's Ambition strategy games to make everyone their fake counterpart. Maybe there's just not enough crossover between those fan bases. We got no command codes chilling here on this Nobunaga either. A true salute for giving the level 100 of the OG Yoda. Absolutely. That is an ancient servant. And to see a level 100, that's hard to see. That's like not something we ever see. Honestly, at all. I can't think of the last time we saw this. You don't have Oda. Hopefully, there should be a rerun. There should be another opportunity to get Oda, so just hang tight. Oda will show up. Aresh Kigal, fun fact. Aresh Kigal got a buff. Aresh Kigal got a buff. Aresh Kigal's buff was to her first skill. Also, ooh, Halloween Princess. That's another ancient craft essence. Aresh Kigal's buff was to her first skill, Secret Great Crown. This now grants a higher chance for debuff immunity, a higher chance for instant kill immunity, a higher chance to increase buff removal resistance, and it also reduces Aresh's skill cooldown now. Like, that's good. That's really, really good stuff. Well, like, that skill's cooldown overall gets reduced. It's a very good strengthening that she sorely needed for survivability. And it brings all of Aresh's skills, like, a little more... Well, I guess not a little more parity, but it ends up being a very helpful buff. Yeah, it's reduced cooldown on her and vulnerability overall. That's the big thing. It's one of those buffs where it's like, it's not like super duper exciting on paper, but it's going to end up making a difference. Yeah, let's do coin sky chains, different command codes, which means better damage options. True flexibility with her mana burst second skill. Yes, absolutely. The mana burst effect is going to be huge on this. That NP gauge charge, delicious, delicious stuff. So I'm sure this Aresh will be equally happy for it. Can Ishtar and Ketz get some buffs now too? No, the buffs that showed up on JP were for Aresh Kigal and for Murasaki Shikibu. Murasaki got a buff. I know this is a little bit of a segue, but it's relevant because Aresh Kigal reminded me of this. Murasaki's Strengthen. Where's Murasaki's Strengthen? Did it not make it yet? I don't think they updated the wiki with Murasaki's strengthening yet. I'm pretty sure it was Murasaki Shikibu. No, it was Sei Shonagon. Why did I just confuse Sei Shonagon and Murasaki Shikibu? I don't understand. Maybe because they both showed up in the exact same singularity. That is the justification I'm going to use, by the way. Leave me alone. So Sei Shonagon got a buff. This strengthening was specifically to her second skill, her evasion. Her evasion is now going to, rather than increasing her critical damage for 3 attacks 3 turns, it's just going to increase Sei's critical damage for 3 turns. And it also grants a 20 to 30% NP steroid. So that is, yeah, Sei's longer lasting crit actually lasts for 3 turns instead of 3 attacks. and it's an NP charge on top of that. So good on including a Reshigal here, so we could actually like talk about that really quick. Murasaki did also get a buff. That one might not be up yet. I thought for sure that Murasaki got a buff in addition to Sei and all that. Was it Tour Noble Phantasm? It's not seeing any sort of skill buff. Was it to Diary of Murasaki Shikibu? Is that the buff? That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. So Diary got a buff, increasing the party's damage against chaotic and good opponents. So that was the buff. That was it. Next up, we got a Mordred Rider. Drink to that because literally, like, my main QP farmer. My main QP farmer right here. Mordred's phenomenal. We got Kaleidoscope up at 1. We are 10-10-10'd. Hey, Soryu. Yeah, we'll still accept Supas. Eric, we will accept Supas until 8:30. Once we hit 8:30 p.m., we cutting them off. We cutting them off. Yeah, even the nice thing about Surfer Mo is even an NP1, able to farm. Mine's sitting at like 911 right now, and she is still just absolutely crushing it in terms of the skills and all that. Really, really good servant. But yeah, your love for Mordred is clearly showing. Because, well, 120 and 100. Oh man, it's Castoria. Oh man, it's Koenskaya. Franshan. What NP are we rocking on this Franshan? Because I've seen it ranging all over the place. She's 10-4-10. NP 5. Oh man, it took me years to get my Surfer Mordred. I'm glad you were able to get her. I know a lot of people were upset about like missing certain summer servants. I know my one friend missed Summer Tamamo and was like, listen, if I just don't get her on this GSSR, I'm quitting the game. Like, I need a Summer Tamamo. And he ended up getting Summer Tamamo on that GSSR. So there are definitely situations like that where it's like, please just let me get this servant I've been missing. Please, please. And if you get him, it's a great time. It's a fantastic time. Freaking NP5 on a Franshan. It's great stuff. And one of the more beloved final ascensions, in my opinion, from this game. I really, really like this one. Murasaki got her buff because Sei is chaotic good alignment. Oh my gosh. MP Mordred Rider was also your OP farmer and your QP farmer until you got Da Vinci. She's just solid. She has one job and she does it very, very well. And finally, what made Daisel Vault lose their mind. Take care, Mitsuru. Thanks for stopping by. Level 100 Jacques de Molay. Cherry Icicle completely maxed out. This is a great one to go ahead and put on her. We're 10-10-10'd. NP1 for Vendretti Trays. And boom, there's our curses. Game really needs to move Tamamo's self-stun. They gave her things to work around it. I really believe that mirror command code was their way of buffing Tamamo. It's kind of lame that you have to throw that command code on her in order to really, get around that, but it's fine enough. It's fine enough. I would say just throw that mirror command code on her for the immunity, and she does just fine. It was a massive improvement to her overall kit. So yeah, overall, super good list. Thank you for including an Reshigal. It was a perfect opportunity to talk about her buff today. Oh, Fran's self-stun. Yeah, Fran's self-stun is basically the same case. Gotta throw the mirror. Didn't they buffer on JP to remove it? I thought they did. Okay, now we gotta investigate. So will this NP5 Franchan be receiving a bonus in the future? Hold on. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Yeah, stun demerit, stun demerit. No. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Fran did not receive that. I'm not seeing that at all. So yeah, it is Tamamo Mirror or bust. Oh, it's removed on JP. They just straight up removed it. Then why is that not listed on FGO Wiki? Huh. Yeah, it's not that buff's not listed at all on FGO Wiki. For Fran, it's not listed at all. Weird. Huh. Oh, for Summer Tamamo. Okay, we've been talking about, like, specifically different servants. Okay, yeah, so Summer Tamamo does get that buff to remove her stun. Fran does not get that. Now that we have clarified, we can move on. Lots of great discussion generated after this support list. I'm glad that we got to check this out. I wish you luck on your journey to 120 on Mordred. 008-243-462. Gudako Prime is who you're looking for. If you want to go ahead and use this friend support, go ahead and search for that. Thank you so much for the submission. And next up, we've got Twisted Sword. Thank you so much for the super chat again. 516-202-737. Twisted Sword, and I assume we're just looking at the first one. Beep. Bazett or Arcuade, I can't decide who to go for. Oh, that's a difficult call. That's a difficult call. I would say, in terms of having to pick between them, I think Arcuade requires far less investment overall. I think she is going to be a lot easier for you to utilize out of the box. So Arcuade might be the correct call to go for you, Jubuchia. Someone went hard for Karen. She's a great servant, honestly. Like, I have an Amor looping team, and it's very fun. It's very fun to use. She's a really enjoyable ruler. But this one's 122k, so this is someone who really, really likes it. But yeah, Psionic's saying from a pure utility standpoint, Bazett overall might be better. It's just, the difficult thing is, like, Bazett's going to be better from a utility standpoint, but you are just going to have to sink a lot more into her. And just like Goldeye put in there, if you have a Melusine, you can still go ahead and farm with Melusine. Arcuade, just overall, out of the box, without any sort of skill investment, is going to be a lot easier to use than Bazett. So, I would say if you're going to be totally, utterly fine with, you know, having to sink all of the materials into Bazett, and you want somebody who has that potential at, like, her maximum levels to loop farm if something attacks her, as well as beat up bosses, you can go ahead and get Bazett. But if you want someone that's just going to be super easy to use out of the box, you can level them up at their leisure, and they're just going to be good for looping, period, you can go ahead and go with Arcuade. 3.3k, big Fate Hollow Atraxia fan, only pulling for Fate Hollow Atraxia servants. Black Rail is great on Amor, really helps with that ruler class advantage. Sitting at 10-10-10 on all of those skills. 10-10-10 on all of those appends. Of course NP5. And we're mostly there to full Beast Paws. Yeah, crit strength on the quick card. Crit strength on this other quick card. There's our Major Flowers. There's our Brush. And yeah, there's Da Vinci for NP strength. I can't say anything bad about this Amor. I can't say anything mad at all. This was 3.3k St. Quartz to get this. 16k attack. Wow. Dang. That is crazy. Yeah, I'd say you are her biggest soldier. You are her absolute biggest soldier. Overall, that is very, very impressive. It's especially crazy when you see people get extra classes to 120, because there's like, I am about to say something slightly bad, GLJ, because they are the most difficult to get to 120, because most of the time you're not getting that bonus from the same type of class ember. You need the all class embers to get any sort of EXP bonus, so they are very demanding when it comes to getting to 120. Never know, you could push a ruler to that high attack with all of that EXP and QP investment. Yeah, you absolutely can. Next up, we've got the Dioscuri. All right, they're at least 1K'd. They've got another Black Grail. 10-10-10 as well on all these skills. 10-10-10 on... Oh, 10-10-1 on all those appends. Anti-ruler's interesting. A little bit of extra damage trying to push it back into neutral. Also NP5. And wow, yeah. Look at that crit damage. Look at that Star Gather on the arts card to try to make sure we can loop. And yeah, just critical strength in any other area we can go ahead and put it. I'm not sure about Enuma Elish on the quick card. I feel like that might be better on maybe even another Servant or something like that. 120 an extra class is painful. Hurt my hand to 120 or Kiara. There is auto for EXP feeding. I'm just saying. Another Grailed Chloe this stream. Heaven preserve me. Sun Princess, of course, looking great. On an NP5 especially. 10-10-10. And then yeah, there's our Saber Murder codes on the Chloe. I would say if she's your main damage dealer, go ahead and do full murdering. He'll be at 70% damage reduction with Sahak's MP hits. My gosh. Goodness me. Next up, we've got Melu. Level 100. Again, one of the best FAs in the game. I always need to mention that whenever I see it. There's another Black Grail. We've seen several Black Grails. One of them max limit broken. I just want to remind chat of that. 10-10-10 here. 10-10-10 on all those appends. NP4 as well. Overall, great. Surma Yi. What can I say about Surma Yi? 1-10-10, that is totally perfectly fine. 10 on that low magical energy, and NP1 as well. Dioscuri is super crazy good. Them and Benny are top shelf. They are very, very good. They are very, very good servant. I just don't like Castor's attitude. Mean. Of course, we got to gloss over the supports in the favor of time. You've got Morgan Le Fay with Sewing a Beloved Doll. Great free... There have been so many great freebie craft essences, chat. It's kind of staggering, honestly. It's kind of absolutely staggering how many great craft essences there are. It seems like they've really started pushing more towards actually providing players craft essences of value when it comes to events, because it definitely wasn't that way when the game was starting. There were plenty of useless event CEs that you only used to get bonuses and then chucked them in the trash and never saw them again. That's not so much the case anymore. Low magic energy is at 10. NP2 on that Morgan, so she's putting up numbers. Overall, great stuff. And finally, Bazett. I have not seen many Bazetts tonight. Curious. I thought I'd be seeing a lot more. Good old Nightless Rose, yeah. Manana MacLear here. Ignore Invincibility, NP Strength bonus, and NP Game bonus. All really important things. All really important things. Especially that NP Strength. I've actually got my Da Vinci Chan on my Bazett, just so I can sync that Buster card in and have it prepared for the counters. Because NP Strength works on the counters. Fun fact, NP Strength works on the counters. 10-10-10 on all of those skills. NP1 on the Fragorok. Nice, nice, nice. Good evening, Balkathos. Man, overall, that Karen support is something else. Absolutely something else. The HA fan in you had to roll Bazett. Well, it was a great choice. It was a great choice. I think she's a phenomenal character, even if you're a Hollow Atraxia fan or not. Like, Game Press gave her a B? A B? Can't agree with that. Can't find myself to agree with that at all. Love the Bazett. Love the Karen in particular. Overall, I think this is a fantastic list, and you're pretty set for farming just in general. I mean, between the Koyanskaya and all that, and if you'll notice, gang, the Koyanskaya sitting over there is at 70. So, the understanding is I'm just going to use her for the skills. I'm not going to sink any more into her than I have to. Like, this is just the bare minimum that I need. So overall, a great list. If you want to be friends with Twisted Sword, 516-202-737 will get you there. And since Eric has already posted something, we are just going to go ahead and grab another magic card really quick, and it is a Lord of the Rings Forest. Magic card for this interlude, Lord of the Rings Forest. It's very pretty. All right, 079 898 146. Maximo Craven, also known as Craven, also one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. Let's take a gander and see what we're working with. Support 1, normal 1. I'm going to say normal 1. All right. I've always found Bazett to be one of the cooler characters in the Nasuverse. Bazett would have won the Holy Grail War. Bazett would have won the Holy Grail War. I'm going to say that right now. It was just going to happen if certain events did not occur. I think you are somebody after my own heart. After my own heart. There's a Koyanskaya up dark here with first drawing. Yeah, that sure is a support. Okay, cool. We looked at the Koyanskaya and passed because look at this! This is the ideal servant. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Incredible. True make war upon their stomachs. Look at that empanada. Look at that empanada. Excellent taste. This is what I like to see. And yes, I don't care what it actually is. It's an empanada. This is the empanada of love. Truly magnificent. Yes, interesting mechanic on top of that. Majestic, majestic. I've got her at like Bond 9 right now. I cannot wait to try out the empanada. 10, 10, 10 on all the skills. Love to see it. It's Ascension 1, too. I've personally got my Barguest at this point on random Ascension. She can decide what clothes she wants to go out in that day. That is entirely her decision. I will leave it up to you. This is the Barguest I desire. Absolutely. 10-0-0, NP5. I'm only NP3. I'm gonna have to snag more on her next rate up. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. There will definitely be a roll video to try to get NP5 Barguest. It's just gonna have to occur. And then, yep, that's exactly where my bond ring is too. There's a white vessel. And then look, we've got HP. We've got HP. We've got stars and HP. Incredible. You have like 700 coins for her. Maybe you should start working on your own Barguest. It's been substantial. It's been substantial, the bonuses I've seen from Grayling Barguest. Just the amount of HP she has, the amount she's able to exist on the field and just refuse to fall down and absolutely obliterate whatever is happening. She's an incredible Last Stand servant. Even mechanically, I love her to pieces. Even mechanically, she is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I am proud of you for this, Craven. I am proud of you. Absolutely proud. Absolutely drinking that. You know, I'll take 2 drinks to that. Culture. True. Unadulterated. Indisputable culture. Love it. Love to see it. I guess we better look at the rest of these characters, right? I guess we better do that. Artoria Archer chilling with the Ocean Flyer. Nice, nice, nice. 10-1-10. That is a great skill distribution. Excalibur at NP1. She has spooked me twice on GSSR banners. I will say is substantial the change from NP1 to NP2 on Artoria Archer. All your resources went on Barghest. Your other servants are kind of low. We do what we gotta do, Craven. We absolutely do what we gotta do. And I wouldn't say your other servants are kind of low. You're still rocking this other stuff. Look, level 90 Tamlin Gawain. With a Black Grail. 10-10-10 on all the skills. NP1's really all you need. This is fine. This is entirely fine, this stuff we're seeing. I'm sure some of chat's going to lose it over the level 90 Ushiwakamaru. It's entirely understandable. I can see the appeal of the character. I can understand why she's in Melty Blood. She was an excellent pick for that game. Cherry Icicle is a great equip for her. She's sitting at 666 on her skills. We're at 1 and 1 on the append skills. NP5, of course. And she got that much-deserved animation update. Ushi's great. Ushi's great. Ooh, Kichi Hogan. Grailed Ushi just needs the head pats. Right. Traces. Great freebie pick for her. 10-10-10 on all of the skills. You like the 10-10 Kent Kichi Hogan? I do too. I know a lot of people were super impressed with her when she came out. I feel like there wasn't a lot of fanfare when she first came out on JP. But when she finally showed up on NA, a lot of people knew what she was actually capable of. And I feel like she became more popular as time goes on, or at least I've been seeing a lot more from her. Also, it really helps that, like, she was great in the event. I feel like a lot of what goes into a servant's popularity is how they end up presenting themselves in an event. Like, I know there's some diehard Vritra fans out there, and I respect you and I value you, but there's just not a lot of crazy love for Vritra out there. And it's understandable, because she barely showed up in her own event. You missed her coins, need those to loop with Black Grail. You'll get them eventually. Berserker Morgan. Ooh, road to 120 on Morgan next. I see, I get it. That's understandable, Craven. Aerial drives at 64. We're looking at 10-10-10 on those skills. You did hear Vritra, GLG. I was talking about how they should have given her more of a presence in her event. NP5 on Morgan as well. My goodness. Yeah, overall, what? Critical damage? All right. Burn with critical damage. And remove attack buff with critical damage. And finally, ooh, is this a Bond 10 Himiko? Oh my gosh, it is. And if you had no idea what her Bond CE did, Buster effectiveness plus 10%, critical strength plus 15% for everyone. True Buster crit supporter. You were looking for Barghest NP7 and got Morgan NP5. That is a lot of really good luck. 10-10-10 on all of those Himiko skills for that true Buster support. Barghest would actually love being paired with Himiko. That's going to be it. I'm sure that's an excellent pairing you have exploited to the fullest. Yeah, Mistress of Heavens, Miss Majin, these all make perfect sense. Mother Goddess for a little bit of healing, and Crest of Humanity for maximum star drop rate. This account has both flavors of the Immortal team. Exactly, Twisted, exactly. All flavors of the Immortal team have arisen in this account. Overall, great. Does Himiko actually get good use of her Bond CE? I would say it's entirely usable to use her Bond CE if you're looking for the Buster and the crit. You end up sacrificing some critical stars. If you've got her skill completely leveled up, it can be fairly negligible. Some people tend to just opt for like Fragment of 2030 or something like that instead for those star generations and all that. But you can totally, I think her Bond CE is entirely usable. The problem becomes from the fact that Bond CEs, exactly, GLJ said it just the second I was going to say it. It's the lack of stats. It's the lack of stats that really ends up hurting a lot of these Bond CEs. Only giving 100 HP and 100 attack compared to being able to get up, what, like 2k HP? Crazy. Crazy. But yeah, you want to be friends with Craven? Use that Barghast, use that Himiko, use that Morgan, 079-898-146. I will now say that Super Chat submissions are now closed. I'm going to put that in the chat. Let me just go ahead and type this in here. YouTube, your AI. YouTube, your user interface. It's not good. How can I pin this message when you put the little heart button right there? Okay, the message is pinned. The message is pinned. You can all see it. Alright, next up, we've got Sumrex Arthur. Sumrex Arthur, if you are here, I need you to say words in the chat, or we are going to move on to the next person. Calling Sunrex Arthur to the chat. Please enter the chat to have your support reviewed. If you are unable to enter the chat to have the support reviewed, we must move on to the next person. Sumrex Arthur. I'm going to go ahead and give it 30 more seconds, Eric, and then we will move on to the next one. $30 Mississippi, 29 Mississippi. I will continue counting the rest in my head. Yeah, you gave us a super chat. You gotta show up. Please. $5 Mississippi, $4 Mississippi, $3 Mississippi. Sumrex Arthur, please. $2 Mississippi, $1 Mississippi. Not here. Eric, we gotta move to the next one. If they show up later, yeah, we can definitely squeeze them in, but you gotta be here in order to get your support reviewed. Bring up the next one from the RN Jesus, Eric. Or whatever you've got queued up. Arthur! Lazy Shin is up next instead. 573-777-148. Craft Essence help requested. Alright. 573-778. No, 777-148. Lazy Shin, are you here? I need you to respond to the chat. We can't review people who aren't here. While we wait for Lazy Shin to respond, I'm going to show the chat something again, like I like to do in these interludes. Here is the most recent little guy I have built. Manpig got him for me. So shout out to Manpig if you're watching this VOD or something like that. I really appreciate the gift. This is the Gundam Age 1 Full Glanza. Gundam Age was absolutely overhated. I will die on this hill. But overall, it's a super nice kit. I am a huge fan of it. It was very fun to put together. I hear all of the Age kits are super good. So yeah, that is my Gundam Age Full Glanza. Alright, it looks like the other person might not be showing up. Oh, geez. It is Age. It is Age. I quite like Age. How'd Armored Core playthrough go? It was really fun. We built a gun tank. Overhated, but you didn't say it wasn't bad. I actually also think it's not bad. I also don't think it's bad. I hate Gundam Wing significantly more than I hate Gundam Age. Gundam Wing is my most hated Gundam series. Everost is maybe possibly here. Things have been said in the chat. I will tell, and Lobo, just because you mentioned 00, I will say this. I will tell people to watch Gundam 00 if they want to watch Gundam Wing if Gundam Wing was good. That is literally what I will say when I recommend Gundam Age to people. Alright, not Gundam Age, Gundam 00 to people. Quick, Eric, what's Everost's friend code? Age did need a little more time to let its characters breathe. Alright, 690274. I found it on the Google Doc. 820 Everost. Everost. Only ones you fully watched were Seed and Witch from Mercury. Seed is so good. I'm so glad people are getting a Seed pilled right now. Seed was so good. Alright, Everost. Second support list. Ooh, alright. This is going to be fun. No, I found it, Eric. I found it. It's fine. You did not fail me. Everything's okay. Everything's good. Yeah, 00 was goated. I've also come around to Awakening of the Trailblazer a little more now that I've done a repeat viewing of it. Like, I used to be very upset that Gundam had aliens in that movie, but I've come back around on Awakening the Trailblazer. It's pretty... When it gets to the message at the end, I'm like, okay, I understand. I understand what you were going for. It ends up working. Hey, we mentioned a Summer Tamamo, and here's a Summer Tamamo. With aerial drive, no less. She is 888 on her skills. We've got NP1 as well. And is this pure crit on the Buster cards? It sure is. Starting this off with a Watto Arco Classic. I see chat already getting excited on some things represented later on. But can we talk about the Barghest? Beautiful. Incredible Barghest. And look, after looking at Barghest Valentine, listen. Some of you said to me that I shouldn't be putting Barghest in 3rd Ascension because it upsets her and it hurts her. However, at the start of Barghest Valentine, she is willingly in 3rd Ascension for fun, to fight things, and then reverts back to her 1st Ascension. So I call bullcrap on what you have said. I will place Barghest in 3rd Ascension if I so desire. Valentine showed me that was incorrect. I just need to put it out there. It just needs to be said. Maiden Halloween is a great pick for Barghest for the HP boost and the recovery booster. 666 on those skills. We're at the bare minimum as is required. NP3 as well. And no codes, but I get it. I understand. What was required here? CE help? CE help. Okay. Oh, no, CE help was on the last one. I'm sorry. There's so many submissions. Man. I'm trying to get through them all. Overall, good bar guest. Next up, we've got Atalanta, who I was using as my quick farmer for a very long time. Cherry Icicle definitely works. And we've got 448. NP2, that is definitely enough to farm with. And this is correctly set up. For Atalanta enjoyers, this is correctly set up for skill priority. It's actually 3-1-2 for her priority. So yeah, sinking all that into Caledonian Hunt, great call, Everost, great call. Next up, we've got my wife's favorite character. Atalanta has been your sole quick farmer. She does a great job. She does a really great job. Next up is my wife's favorite character, Karna. K-scoped. He is 686. Low magical energy is there. Did the quest for Vasavi Shakti, and he's even in the best ascension to boot. Nice. Overall, great. Yugi Kshetra is one of my favorite Lost Belts because it is Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, and I absolutely adore that about it. I would love to see it animated. That's pretty hot. Get it? Because I understand, phone. I understand, and I will call your joke funny. It absolutely is funny. Is this an NP5 Astolfo? Jelly on the Crimson Teacher's Pointer. I missed that last one. What NP is this Astolfo? NP1. Still decent Astolfo. We got the costume. How can we hate the Astolfo? It's illegal. Someone finally realizing that Yuga Kshetra is Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. I love letting people know that. Yes! It is actually Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. You could do a full edit at the end where I just assumed it was NP5. I just assumed Everost. I really did. But yeah, you can just do a full edit of the end where Goku goes, I will not let you destroy my world! And just put Karna over Goku there. Brilliant. You always saw Super Karna versus God Arjuna as Naruto versus Sasuke. That also entirely tracks. That is also entirely great there. I will also accept that because I do consider Naruto versus Sasuke at the Valley of the End to be the absolute best anime fight like ever. That's my personal number one. Is Naruto versus Sasuke at the Valley of the End. That's my number one. Number two, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Cell. Like, come on. Peak. Number three, Amuro and Char at the end of 0079, where they are going through blowing up a Baoku as guerrilla warfare is happening all around them, and it just leads to them sword fighting. So good. Such an incredible escalation/de-escalation of conflict. Anyways, enough about shonen anime fights. Let's talk about Mochizuki Chiyome. Overall, very underrated servant. I've been using my Chiyome a little more since I've had multiple copies of her show up, and she's been really enjoyable. I should probably do the same with my Chin Liangyu since I ended up pulling 4. Round 1 of Naruto and Sasuke or End of Shippuden? End of Shippuden is the one. Ocean Fire definitely works on her for the NP strength boost. She's sitting at 888. NP2 as well, that's where mine's chilling. Nice. Overall, a great Mochizuki Chiyome. Superhero is the best Dragon Ball movie, though? Yes, I completely agree, Gold Eye Blue. Those are facts. Those are absolute facts. I cheered and screamed in the theater. It was great. It was awesome. Soryu gives a shout out to Gundam Thunderbolt with the Zaku versus the Thunderbolt. Gundam Thunderbolt gives the perfect first-person perspective of a regular ass soldier having to fight a Gundam. They give a first-person perspective of that. It is utterly horrifying. I think it's an incredible animation sequence. Chiome's your go-to assassin and she murdered Goetia. That is a special honor. That is a special honor. Superhero is for the Piccolo fans, of which I am one. Orange Piccolo is one of the coolest transformations in Dragon Ball history. I loved all the little Lord Slug nods they did with like his facial design and stuff like that. That was awesome. Yeah, overall, this is a great Mochizuki Chiome. I can see how she slew Goetia. Some solid investment right there. We got Musashi Berserker next, level 90, Black Grail to 40, 110-9'd. NP1, which is enough to farm with, I can promise you that. The Grill Master. And definitely using the costume. The costume's a great pick. Costume's a great pick. And we're going to finish this all off with a look at a Van Gogh. Perfect 16k HP. Crimson Teacher's Pointer for the quick damage. I can't afford that. I only have 42 Grails. I need those Grails for something eventually. 989 on all of that. And we've got NP1 to boot. Definitely give your Van Gogh. Definitely give your Van Gogh some curse codes. You hear the recent Ninja Storm is straight fire. It's just a shame they got shady and dubbed the game's English with AI, screwing the actors for the dub. I can't buy it because of that. I can't buy it because they AI dubbed the English voice actors, no matter how much I want to play Ninja Storm again. I just can't bring myself to do it. I refuse. I refuse. That is a hill I will die on. I don't care if there's, like, if I'm half and half on using dubs or using subs, like I pick depending on the game. Like, just if you're going to dub the game, get people to do it and pay those people. There's certain things AI just can't do and shouldn't do. That's just my belief on it. I'm probably going to be sent to the Silicon Mines when it takes over in 10 years for saying that, but I'm putting my foot down, dang it. Overall, this is a great list. It's a great list. I'm always a fan of a Bargas fan. Karna had some great Dragon Ball Z discussion. And your Mochizuki Chiome. Great. Great. Curse codes on the quick cards. It can be on any of them, honestly. It can be on absolutely any of them. As long as you're going to plan to hit with a card, it'll work. If you really are low on curse codes, you can give her something like critical damage on those quick cards. Something like non-existent Phantasmal Horse and stuff like that, since that's her main source of damage. But just as many curse codes as humanly possible will really, really help Van Gogh. Just making Piccolo and Gohan relevant after decades of the Goku Vegeta show was so refreshing for Super. Yes, and the fact that like Vegeta legitimately beat Goku at the very end of that movie. I thought that was super duper interesting. And I was very, very happy that even though Broly didn't do anything, Broly was there, and Broly was chilling, and Broly was relevant. I love Super Broly. I love him so much. I'm glad he's going to get more screen time. Everose 690-274-820, and that is what will get you on that friends list. Thank you so much for your submissions. I hope you enjoyed it. Next up, we've got Soryu Sabertooth. 240604. Danox, what's up? Am I going to play the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo by any chance? No. I took off specifically at the end of the month to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on my own, on my couch. I took vacation time. I have muted Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on Twitter. I have muted Final Fantasy VII Rebirth spoilers on Twitter. I don't care that my progress carries over. I'm just going to play it day one and experience that way. That is my entire plan. That's been my plan since day one. Please, nobody, if you follow me on Twitter, if you're in the Discord, please don't show me any Final Fantasy VII Rebirth stuff. I want to go in there as blind as humanly possible, just to experience it organically over all of the time I took off because it's a Final Fantasy game. I will probably be doing the same to Dawn Trail, and God, I need to catch up on my Final Fantasy 14 because I am ridiculously behind. Are we going to do any more after Sabretooth? Throw in one more rando after Soryu Sabretooth. We'll do Soryu Sabretooth, and then we'll do one more random non-super chat submission, and then we'll call it there. So we got 240-604-954. So this is our last super chat submission for the evening, and then we will do one one completely random. Anyone who is submitted tonight can potentially be shown submission. All right, Soryu is looking for normal 1. Looking for some CE and CC help. Can totally do that. And again, thank you for the super chat. Let's start with Melt. Fan favorite. See, we're maxed out 100. Starry Sky. Quick card effectiveness, NP gain, and 4 critical stars per turn. This is good. Even with the split stats, this is a good one for Melt. So I think you made an absolute correct decision with including this one on her. Her skills are completely maxed out. And then when it comes to... Ooh, okay, we got low magical energy chilling there, NP2. When it comes to command codes, let's see what we got going on here. Miss Majin, Stargather rate and critical strength on the quick card. Good decision. Phantasmal Horse, critical strength on the quick card. Good decision. Mage of Flowers, increase NP gain by 10%. This can work on absolutely anything, so that's another good decision. Critical strength plus 10 on the Buster card, no Stargather. I like it. Critical strength plus 20 on the Buster card, no Stargather. Great, absolutely great. This is a good setup for Melt. I have no additional notes to make. This looks like it works very well. NP interlude for Melt when? God, someday, maybe, if we're lucky. If our grades are good enough. Alright, we've got level 90 Ibuki Doji to look at next. Queen Priestess's Spare Moment. Critical strength, specifically Buster card critical strength, and a starting NP gauge. Considering Ibuki's ability to generate critical stars, this absolutely does work on her. And plus it stacks with Fingerprints of Defilement's buff as well. Yeah, so this totally works. This totally works so far for a craft essence. When it comes to codes, let's see what we got cooking here. Okay. So her arts card is decent, so I'm not too worried about Stargather rate being on there. And then we've got critical strength there and critical strength there. I would definitely say one more critical strength on the final Buster card, even if you have to only do a freebie one. Jeez, I almost knocked stuff off. Even if you can only do another freebie one, absolutely any bit helps. And then when it comes to the quick card, just standard star drop. As much star drop as you can. You're going to try to avoid using that card usually whenever possible, but if you need a Brave Chain, if you need to use that for any sort of chain, might as well just get the most of what you're mainly using that for, what you're mainly fishing for, which is those quick card star drops. Ishtar. Aerial Drive. We all know how good Aerial Drive is. You've seen me harp on Aerial Drive in several videos in the past. It's great on Ishtar. Absolutely great. She's a Buster AoE servant. Works fantastic. 9-10-9 on her skills. And then let's take a look here. All right, we're looking at main Saber damage slang. This is critical strength. This is critical strength. Yeah, this is defense, decreasing defense against Buster attacks, and this totally works on the arts card because you're going to be using this in chains, and considering the defense reduction is 3 turns, you're still going to be able to gain benefits from those Buster cards. So this, I actually think I like this the most out of all of your code placements. When it comes to things like Balance Scale of the Universe or the MHX one, I would actually honestly say swap this with this, if anything. I would say when it comes to what you're mainly going to be using Ishtar for, which is probably Murdering Sabers in addition to Berserkers, I would say you're going to see more damage out of Balance Scale of the Universe on that Buster card. Then when it comes to the quick card, Mini Nobu, extra star, critical strength. You can definitely keep this on her, but if you're looking to, you know, maybe move this to somebody else in the future, something like that, you can honestly just give her a standard code glitter, like the friend point star generation code. That works just fine on Ishtar. Her quick card's not terribly important. Alright, looking at Melu next. You've got the Black Grail. Might be putting the blue code on the blue card to color match. If that's what you're doing, that's fine by me. 10-10-10 on all of these skills. Black Grail, great on her. No notes there. NP1, and let's take a look at what we got going on down here. Inexperienced Fantasy for the Star Gather rate on the arts card. I see what this setup is, and I'm gonna let y'all know why what's happening here makes sense. So yeah, we got critical strength on this other arts card. We've got stars from the mini border here. We've got stars and buff cleanse here, and we've got overall card effectiveness here. So the reason this all works is because if you're using Melu's busters, I would say at least 77.7 repeating, very specifically, of the time you're using that, it is probably to farm. It is probably to farm. You forced her into Final Ascension at the absolute beginning of the waves, and you're trying to 3-turn farm with her. When it comes to using her actual face cards, you're usually using her initially to try to loop as much as possible from her initial Noble Phantasm, and then, you know, once your looping is exhausted from fighting that boss, you are then like, okay, I didn't get enough refund, I don't have enough skills here, my looping is exhausted, I'm just going to pop the third skill and move full buster. When you're doing that, that's, you know, before that transition, you want to be able to loop as much as possible so you don't have to hit that oh shit button and turn into an entirely different character. So the Arts Gather code here is actually very, very good. So you can end up getting a lot of refund because all of those stars that have been generated have gone to this card, and this card's crit is generating additional NP refund from things like Overkill, from things like crits. It's a very, very good decision. So I gotta say, I'm a fan of that. Sirma Yi got the bond. 6-10-10. And then, yeah, not super worried about codes for characters like this. I'd say Code Bless is overall going to be fine. Just give her something like Code Glitter for the quick cards, and you can even give her another Code Bless on the Buster card. With supports like Sirma Yi, it's not very, very important what those face cards do. You're trying to avoid using them whenever possible. Same goes for Skahawk Scotty. I mean, Foams is great here to grant some people some additional QP. If anything, for Skahawk Scotty, just open up the quick cards and give her some star gen there. Since Scotty is the quick support, you're trying to generate as many stars as possible. Her quick cards actually hit a fairly decent amount of times. So using those cards to generate additional stars that your damage dealer can then use on the subsequent turn is really, really good. So I would just say, if you're giving Skahawk Scotty anything, maximize those quick card gains. Next up, we've got King Hassan. Like a bird, increasing critical strength, Buster card critical strength, and 3 stars each turn. This is great for him. Full stats and attack, full critical strength boost on his most important cards, stars per turn, no notes. Oh, goodness. My throat's getting dry. Let's see what we got going on down here. Alright. Oh yeah, Soryu. That's, since, you know, quick support, want to generate stars, it's a very, very good thing on Scotty. I've noticed immediate improvements on my Skahawk Scotty by doing that. I would recommend everybody do it. Now when it comes to first Hassan, definitely Code Glitter on the quick card. I could even totally see, in addition to, you know, Stargather and crit on the Buster cards, I could even additionally see throwing Starweight on his Arts card as well, if you'd like. Just anything but that quick card. Hassan's Arts card is really, really good. It ends up generating a lot of NP when it crits. So having the ability to make it crit more often can be very, very powerful when it comes to his Noble Phantasm. Granted, if you're supporting your Hassan, you're probably using someone like a Merlin because you're, you know, pulling him into boss slaying. But a little bit of additional Stargather on that Arts card can be very, very helpful when it comes to refunding outside of Merlin's skills. Now, would I say put a Stargather on his Arts card to the detriment of putting any Stargather on his Buster cards? Absolutely not. If you're going to be giving him Stargather, put it on all of his Buster cards first, and then put it on the Arts card if you have room. Completely ignore the quick card for any Stargather. But if you were looking for something to throw on the Arts card with Stargather to have potential to get that Noble Phantasm refund, you can give that to Hassan, just as long as all of the Buster cards are also fitted with Stargather. Barring that, if you don't want to do that, any sort of cleanse can work as well on the Arts card. But definitely, Stargather and or critical damage on those Buster cards. Nobunaga Berserker. Sewing a Beloved Doll definitely works here because of Nobunaga's ability to massively increase her critical Stargather. She is like a poor man's Raikou. That is basically what I refer to my Nobunaga as. We've got NP2 chilling here, which is pretty great. And then let's take a gander here. Yep, critical strength on that Buster card. Critical strength on that Buster card. That's critical strength on that Buster card. Overall, super good stuff. Go with a Code Glitter on the quick card if at all possible, and go with some sort of cleanse on the Arts cards. You can also just not do anything with those if you're sore for QP right now. Those cards can be ignored in favor of the Buster cards. Gramps is fresh off the ticket. Nice, nice. Congratulations on that. And finally, ooh, Koyanskaya of Dark. Of Dark. Buster card effectiveness, Buster card crit strength, NP charge. 10, 10, 10, as well as all of those. Let's see here. Low magical energy 10, NP 1. As far as Koyanskaya goes, I need to look at her star weight because I don't remember it off the top of my head before I make any sort of assumptions. And it would help if I was actually typing in the box. So Koyanskaya of Darkness's Stargather as a foreigner is 153, so it's higher than average. So in that note, I would say Buster Crit. Definitely Buster Crit on those Buster cards. For the Arts cards, you can go with a little more utility. We're talking cleanses, we're talking debuff removal from yourself, we're talking about buff stripping from your opponents. That can absolutely be very, very helpful. And a little bit of star generation as well. Yeah, foreigners historically have pretty good star weight. I just didn't want to make assumptions like I did before and then just be completely and utterly wrong and give you incorrect information. Measure twice, cut once. Always try to make sure that the information I'm providing you guys is accurate to the best of my ability. And if I'm wrong, well, god dang it, I will fess up and admit my wrongdoing. That's all I can do. Alright, overall, super solid list. Like your servants, I'm definitely been seeing progress on your account, Soryu. You've submitted here a couple times. Honestly, over the past year, I think you've been submitting a few times. And overall, great. I'm seeing massive progress in your account. So you did good. You've done a good job. You've done a good job. Keep moving forward. If you want to be friends with Soryu Sabertooth, 240-604-954 will get you there. You can just send a friend request, but it looks like they've already reached the maximum number of friends. It is what it is. Happy to help Soryu. And now it's time for our final support of the night, Pandora. Alright, What is Pandora's code, Eric? I'll finish this off. I finished it off. Three, 2, 8, 3, 9, 3, 3, 1, 7. Pandora. All right. Yo. Oh. 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 Jeez. Jeez. Wow. 120 melt. Maxed out Christmas past. Woo! 10, 10, 10. 10, 10. NP5. Full Beast Paw. Pandora coming out swinging at the very end. Oh my gosh. Grateful of Owari. Improbable Phantasmal Horse. Heaven Sent Karama Child. Holy Knights Aurora. And Nautilus traveling 20,000 leagues for the defense debuff removal. But wait. There's more. Nautilus is actually awesome. Nautilus is awesome on Melt. I would highly recommend putting this on her because of the detriment from her second skill. That is some great foresight to making your Melt the best that she can be. Grailda 90 Artoria. It's always the last ones that just come out of the woodwork and completely obliterate with whatever they're showing us. Level 90 Artoria Altar. Level 100 Aerial Drive. Waiting for her rerun banner for the 10-10-10 a pen. Goodness. 10-10-10 on the Artoria. Staying at 10 on the Magical Energy. NP2. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Road to 120 Baobon Seath. Okay. Another maximum broken traces at Christmas's past for Pandora. All of her skills are maxed, because why wouldn't they be? NP3 for the Fetch Fail Not. This is just impressive. This is just impressive. There's a level 120 Summer Melt. What are we? This is ridiculous. 2K Fode, max limit broken Kaleidoscope that is completely maxed out. 10-10-10, Traces of Christmas is the CE of the stream. Traces of Christmas is the CE of all streams, gang. It's good. This is absurdity. Low Magical Energy is max. NP5 on Blue Summer Palladian. There's the ring. The buddy ring is here on this particular Melt. They might like Melt. I mean, how could you not if you've been reading the Seraph manga? She's insane in that. Ushi. Level 80 Ushi. Holy Night Supper. 10-10-10. 10-10-10 on all the appends. NP5. We're not even done, gang. We're not even done. My boy. What a good pick. What a good pick. In such a good costume, too. Maxed out Golden Sumo on Okada Iso. All skills maxed. NP5. Ooh, and look, we got all the Arts Crit stuff on here. And the NP damage boost on the Buster card. That's actually pretty dang good. Especially since he's NP5. I can't even begin to go in how crazy some of this stuff is. Level 120 Morgan. Level 100 Valentine Witches. 10-10-10. 10 and 10. NP5. Then we've got a completely maxed out Oberon as well. The Serving Killer, this is all ridiculous. Serving Killer on the Ezo, level 120 Morgan. We got Oberon at level 90. Ugh. Oh man. Oh man. I gotta look over here really quick. Okay, I had to just see if there was another 120 that you were hiding from us. What the heck, Pandora? Were you just waiting? Were you just waiting until the end of the stream? Just be like, oh, I'll show them. I'll show them what I got. I was expecting that Oberon to be NP5. Honestly, kinda me too. Kinda me too. This is crazy. This is crazy good. I can't give you anything but props. What a way to go out on. 3 120s with a 4th on the way. Every single servant on here is at least level 80, including Ushiwakamaru. Not enough Grails for a level 120 at this time? Goodness. Well, I hope Grail casting is good to you. I mean, this event got another Grail, but you might have used it already. My gosh. Super cool. Super cool. I can't help but be thrilled at the amount of dedication we've seen in this very end one, Pandora. Good job. Good job. Great account. 328-393-317 will overall get you on Pandora's friends list. That's gonna have to be where we stop for the night, gang. Couple of things I gotta say before we go ahead and bounce. Playing the 120 for Habanyan, Seath, and Morgan Summer. Oh, I wish you luck. I wish you tons of luck. Your Grails are planned at least. That's great. Couple of announcements before we bounce, gang. You may have noticed I haven't been doing as many weekly streams recently. I mean, this isn't going anywhere, obviously. Y'all really seem to love this. But honestly, I went and checked analytics for the YouTube channel, and streams were killing the channel. Like, streams were straight up killing the channel. Videos weren't going out to people. People weren't getting notifications. I tried to do 2 streams weekly for an entire year to see how that was going, rather than doing a lot of additional videos. And I ended up seeing a massive drop in everything, in absolutely everything that I ended up doing. People getting notifications for videos. Subscriptions went down by like several thousand compared to what I had seen the previous year when I was mainly doing videos. It was just overall not a good thing for the channel. And even on the game playthroughs I was doing, even if we finished a full game playthrough, if I did a video, even for games that I didn't normally cover, things like Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, even the Grand Blue Fantasy and Tekken videos I've been doing recently, have done better than the vast majority of streams I had done, and even have done better in like several days than some streams have done throughout an entire year that they've been just up and sitting in the queue since I started mainly going back to videos. So we're mainly going to be seeing more videos on the channel. I encourage you to like turn on all notifications for everything so you can see the other stuff I'm trying to do on this channel. I'm trying to pull in more other games to do other than FGO. I'm really enjoying Star Rail. There's a Black Swan video you can check out if you're a huge fan of Black Swan, and I will be doing a video for my Sparkle rolls as well when she finally hits on Star Rail. I've been streaming a lot of Tekken, and Tekken's been a ton of fun. I've been playing King. I'm probably going to be doing a Jun Kazama video since I picked her up recently. So be on the lookout for Tekken videos and Grand Blue videos, just because I really enjoyed those games and want to do more stuff around fighting games in general, because I have fun playing them, I have fun watching them, so I want to put stuff up there. So yeah, make sure all your stuff is turned on for not only FGO content that we will continue to do because I enjoy the game, but also stuff for things like Star Rail, for things like why did I just blank? For things like Star Rail, for things like Tekken and Grand Blue, if you're a fan of fighting games, you can go check out those videos. All of those are still uploaded. And you can also go ahead and check out Honkai videos as we end up putting more on the channel. Speaking of Star Rail, yes, Nasu and Star Rail's writer are going to have an interview. I'm going to probably take a gander at that once it's finally up. I just don't want to do a hearsay and speculation thing. So, yeah, if you're new here, if this is the first time you've seen it, I've got plenty of stuff for everyone on the channel. I hope that I can give you something that you will enjoy and we'll end up checking stuff out. Grand Blue is fun. I'm going to see your video later. I am a Beelzebub main, so if you haven't seen a lot of Beelzebub gameplay, hopefully that will be enjoyable to you. I'm having a great time with that guy. And I'm going to try 2B when she comes out. So, yeah, all of those exist. I just wanted to get that out there, let people know. And that's why the changes to the channel have been going as they're going. I'm really trying to hit 10K subs this year. That was my goal last year. I ended up not reaching that, and I was kind of bummed out about it. So I'm going to do everything I can to try to get to that 10,000 subscriber goal this year. And I appreciate all of you for all of your support already. So thank you all. Thank you all so much for stopping by now. And thank you all so much for all of the videos that you end up watching. We'll be back with support review next month as well. Anyways, gang, that's it for me, Kawaii50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.